Hi, today I'll be presenting the DaVinci Pro from Enhanced Vision. This is a CCTV that helps individuals with a visual impairment read items such as magazines and newspapers. This CCTV is special also because it has something called Optical Character Recognition, or OCR. So with that, it also allows an individual to place a newspaper under the camera, and it will take a picture, process it, and then it will read the information back to the individual. And this is great for individuals that might get tired after reading for an extended period of time, so it'll definitely assist in those situations. So this CCTV allows an individual to zoom in onto a newspaper and assist a person reading. It also helps an individual see who's entering the room, because it has a feature on the camera that I'll be demonstrating later where you can go ahead and turn the camera and point it towards an individual entering the room and then zoom in, and that will tell the individual who is entering the room based on what they see on the screen. One of the benefits of this particular model, DaVinci Pro by Enhanced Vision, is the Optical Character Recognition, or OCR feature, that will help read the newspaper back to me. So in order to enable that feature, what I'll do is the button in the center of the monitor, I will go ahead and click it. Now,
OCR mode. Please align your document inside the frame.
Now the frame is a rectangular frame, and not to worry about when you're reading books, because what you could do is you could turn the book or the newspaper vertically to fit it into the frame, and this way it'll read both pages. Once I've gone ahead and fitted the newspaper into the frame, I can then go ahead and I'm ready for the OCR function. I will then click the keypad. I will click the button in the center of the wheel of the keypad. The device has taken a picture of the newspaper. It is now processing it.
Week of Thursday, February 4th, 2021. A singular voice in an evolving city. www.miamitordaynews.com $4. County benches Marlin settlement pitch and $1.2 billion sale profits split. PG1. Cargo flies high. In the midst of a pandemic that devastated passenger aviation, Miami International Airport had its highest cargo volume ever in 2020.
So right now I have the Ruby set up in a stand magnifier mode. I would use this mode if I'm doing an extended reading task. As you see, I do not have to hold the device in order to achieve focus. The device is already focused for me. What I could do right now is I could change the contrast of the reading material that I'm looking at from these many options. And then if I need to zoom in more, I can press the button on the top right, which is the yellow button with a plus on it, and every time I press it, it zooms in until it goes back to its standard zoom. If I'd like to take a picture of the item, I can go ahead and take a photograph using the red button on the bottom right. And now I can go ahead and move my item away from there and zoom in if I need to. This feature is great when you're shopping in a supermarket and you want to go ahead and take a picture of the nutrition facts and have some time reading it without holding the item. So now I have the Ruby in a stand magnifier mode, but sometimes on the go I may need to go ahead and use this device in a supermarket to find a particular product that I'm looking for. In that case, what I would do is I would pull out the handle of the device, and now it becomes a handheld magnifier, but digital. The advantage here is I can go ahead and change the magnification on the go. So if I wanted to read this particular brand name, I can zoom in on it. I can change the contrast. And then once I found a contrast that I like, I could take a picture of it, and then I could zoom in to read it, to increase its visibility. Once I'm done, I can exit that mode and then continue reading the next item. Right now we're going to discuss the Eschenbachvisilux portable CCTV. The screen on this one is larger than the Ruby, but smaller than the DaVinci Pro. The DaVinci Pro is something that's more stationary that one would have at home. The Ruby and the Eschenbach is something that you can use on the go. The features of this device allow an individual to go ahead and zoom in onto the reading material up to 22x. Now, if an individual needs, that person could then change the contrast of what the reading material is. This device is portable, and it allows an individual to take this device to school, to work, to allow that person to go ahead and read and conduct any type of work-related activities. It is not a good device to take to the supermarket and use for information on nutrition or prices, just because it's larger than the Ruby. The Ruby is more of a more portable device. This is more of a CCTV that one can take on the go. The Yeshimbak cctv allows an individual to go ahead and take a photo of whatever they're reading by pressing the photo button on the bottom left, and then if an individual needs, that person can change the color contrast of what the reading material is. Once an appropriate contrast was found, the person can then zoom in or zoom out. Once the person's done, that person can then press the camera button, exit that mode, and go back to live reading mode. So I just wanted to spend a little time on describing the actual Orcam device. So right now we see the Orcam. It's a rectangular device that has a touch bar on one of the long sides right here. In the back of the device, it has the charging port. On the interior of the device, it has the power button, as well as the two magnetic beads that will help attach it to my glasses. In the front of the device, you have the optical camera, as well as a flash. And that's it. The device is very light, and it's extremely portable, and it does provide a lot of convenience for the user. So right now, I'm going to use a finger gesture to point to the Orcam exactly where I'd like it to read.
Miami Lighthouse mission statement: to provide vision rehabilitation, eye health services, and education that promote independence, to collaborate with untrained professionals, and to conduct research in related fields. Did you know?
And as you saw, I used another hand gesture to stop it from reading. So at the same time, I don't have to press anything. I just used a hand gesture motion to stop. So right now, I want to demonstrate the Orcam's face recognition mode. What I'm going to do is I'm going to program my colleague who's standing right behind the camera right now. I'm going to program her into the Orcam by telling the Orcam to take a certain amount of pictures. It takes 30 seconds worth of pictures of the person. This is only done one time. Once the person is programmed into the device, the next time I see that person, or I know that the person is in the room or want to know who that is, I press the Orcam one time on the touch bar, and it will announce who that is. So I will now go ahead and demonstrate that. Now that my colleague's face has been programmed into the Orcam, I can now begin to use the facial recognition software on it. So the next time I hear my colleague and I want to confirm that that is in fact her, all I have to do is tap my Orcam touch bar one time.
Jennifer.
And it took one picture just to confirm that person, and it announced my recorded voice, and it said Jennifer correctly. Okay, thank you.
Orcam's mission is to harness the power of artificial vision by incorporating pioneering technology into a wearable platform which improves the lives of individuals who are blind, visually impaired, and have reading difficulties.
Right now I'm going to demonstrate the Orcam Read. This is another OCR or optical character recognition device. This device is a handheld device. It is very light, it's portable, it's about the size of a marker. It has buttons along the top. From the button that's circular going closest to the camera is the trigger button that will take a picture of whatever you're reading. It has a plus and minus designed for volume and as well as cycling through the different settings, and the power button. That is primarily all the buttons on the device. The front of the device has your optical camera and flash. The way the device works is I will go ahead and ask the device to take a picture and begin reading this lighthouse pamphlet. It does a laser trigger, takes a picture.
What is Miami Lighthouse? A center of excellence in vision rehabilitation. Since 1931, Miami Lighthouse has provided an impressive array of rehabilitation services and training that give hope, confidence, and independence to blind and visually impaired children and adults. Miami Lighthouse mission statement: to provide vision rehabilitation, eye health services, and education that promote independence, to collaborate with untrained professionals, and to conduct research in related fields. Children.
So, just as a final statement, these devices, the Orcam Read and the Orcam MyEye, will be able to read any type of printed material. It will not read handwriting at the present time. And just to add that the MyEye can read in 25 different languages, while at the present time of this video, the Orcam Read will only read in English.